Welcome to the Hip Hop New Generation podcast. I'm your host, DJ Fourtay, and on this episode today, we got a special guest for you guys, just like always. She goes by the name Toy Marie, aka Chop Goddess.
Chop Goddess.
How are you today?
I am amazing. I'm lovely.
Great. I appreciate you coming on the platform.
That's what's up. Always and forever.
Awesome. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
It's a whole list. So, about myself, I'm a master barber.
Okay.
And so that's hence the name Chop Goddess, because I'm a master barber. I'm known as a beardologist because I specialize in beards treatments. I have a product line called Beardless Life that is for beards. I also have a hair care line called Curlates Hair with real results, real people, real before and afters that show hair growth or regrowing after 3 months. If you have lupus, alopecia, psoriasis, different things like that, it treats the whole elements of skin infections, skin things that are preventing you from hair growth. I also have an incorporated nonprofit called Lupifly Inc. that are for victims of abuse, homelessness, and different things where we provide resources and things like that. As I do social media marketing, I have a business called Goddess Assist. So a lot of small businesses, podcasts, or different things, they hit me up because they want me to help them get their business out there, to do their social media marketing, to highlight their businesses. And so I put businesses on and give them tips about the algorithm of Facebook. And then the last thing I do is I am in Random the Series movies. I star as the creator named Candy, KKE Productions. So check that out.
Yes, make sure you guys go check that out. So how long have you been a female barber for?
Oh, I've been barbering for well over 10 years. So I started out cutting and doing hair when I was about 13 years old. I was in my grandmother's kitchen on 7 Mile and Conant, and literally the nursing homes, they would take a bus to her house and line up her kitchen, and I would be doing their hair. And that's how I started learning about scalps and, like, you know, losing hair and bald scalps and like dandruff and things like that. And so it first started with women. Then I created a product. Once I found out I had lupus, my hair started falling out. And I'm like, I've never been someone that didn't have hair. My hair fell out so bad where I couldn't put it into a ponytail. And then my son had eczema, and his hair started falling out. So when I created my product, it was based off of 2 years of pre-med, me receiving a medical assistant degree where I was just studying essential oils and studying hair and scalps, to where after 2 years, I grew my hair to my elbow.
Oh, wow.
And so someone's husband, they actually gave their husband the product, and he had severe psoriasis, and the prescription didn't work for him. And when she used my products, or he snuck and used her products, he was like, this is the only thing that has worked for me. Like, this is good. What is this? I want to know more about it. And so that's when I started going into men. That led me into treating men's scalps and treating their hair. And that led me into doing male hair units known as AKA the man weave. Any type of hairstyle that you want. You can have no hair right here. And if you want me to give you a fade with hair and waves, if you want me to do a curly top, I can do that. So it's known as the man weave. And so that's how I got started with men, essentially. So beyond 10 years ago.
Okay. So you've been doing it for a while now.
Yes.
And a lot of people have been hitting you up, you know, for the
man weave. Yeah, hair
man,
treatments, scalp treatments. They come from out of town. Like, they literally drive from out of town to get it done. And so not even the treatment just for the scalp, but the treatment for the beard. I'm known as the beardologist. And so my before and after pictures, like, I can take a man that can't grow a beard, and I can have your beard growing in between 2 weeks to 3 months. Like, I was doing treatments. If you look at some of my videos on YouTube, Google Chop Goddess, I'm growing beards.
That's crazy. That's what's up though. Like that's a whole nother level of like.
Cause what they say, you got a beard. They say beards are a new 6-pack. Like you ain't even gotta have a 6-pack. If you got a beard, you're in the game. They want you.
Yeah, they want you for sure.
They own him. Look at his beard.
You gotta have a beard. Yeah,
you ain't got no beard, you lame.
Exactly. You gotta be hip to the beard game. So, would you say a lot of your clients come for like the hair loss, the hair regrowth, and the man weave?
I think a big chunk of my clients come because of the hair loss. So definitely, but not when they come for me doing styles. If anything, they go to my website, which is www.chopgoddess.com, and they order the products themselves. A lot of my customers come because I'm a female barber.
Okay.
A lot of males come because they think that maybe the haircut is going to come with a happy ending. Just real talk. A lot of the customers come because either they want to meet me or they want to see me or something like that. So that's actually the number one. But then the number two is because they couldn't grow a beard or the hair loss.
Wow. That's crazy. But that's also awesome at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's awesome, but listen,
awesome.
I don't give happy endings.
I'm
not wearing fishnet stockings and heels.
Y'all hear that?
Don't hit my DM.
Can't get your hopes up. Because it's not happening.
It's not happening. I don't fuck up my money.
Can't fuck your money up. That's the show. So, I've seen some pictures of your work at the barber, and I gotta say I am impressed actually, because there are some female barbers that aren't good, or they're still in the process of learning and still trying to master the craft of being a barber.
Right.
It's not easy, you know what I'm saying? You definitely want to please your customers and have them come back. So I would say out of the most female artists that I've seen and came across, I would say you are one of the best.
Damn, son.
Yes, for real.
Damn.
I'm picky.
He's showing that love.
Yeah, like
damn.
I'm actually real picky as a man. So
listen, since I came to Detroit, y'all been showing mad love. I'm actually up for 3 different award shows. In one barber category, it's called StreetCertifiedRadio.com. Go vote for me, Chop Goddess. I'm in 3 categories: Barber of the Year, Media Personality of the Year, and then my podcast show, the Winner's Circle Podcast.
Yes. So make sure you go tap into all that.
Yes. And the Detroit Choice Awards. Go tap into that. And the DET Awards.
That's what's up. So you were nominated for 3 different awards?
3 different award shows.
Wow.
3 different award shows. So I just moved back home. I've been gone for 18 years.
Okay.
And so I knew I needed to make my mark in the city. And so I was just doing things that I thought would get my name out there. I'm like, nobody's going to respect me. Nobody's going to know me. Nobody's going to check for me. Like, who is this chick? I don't want this chick cutting me. The first thing I went viral on, and I made it into a few magazines, was during the protest, I did a fist. I did a haircut with a fist. It took off. Next thing, I started putting chairs in front of the Spirit of Detroit, in front of Belle Isle, I was cutting everywhere outside, skate parks, everywhere. People were taking pictures, videoing. News anchors were hitting me up for haircuts, during the pandemic. We weren't supposed to be doing it, so I'm not going to name them. But I had to make money. So, I didn't give a fuck what the order was. I had to make money. I got kids to feed. Yeah. So, but yeah, and so Detroit's been showing me mad love since I've been here, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate everybody that has said my name, that has tagged me, that has given a shout out. I appreciate all of that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And and one thing that I found out and that I've seen, that Detroit idolizes entrepreneurship. If you think about it, they really do, because that motivates people like us.
Yeah.
And also they need people like us to help bring back the city.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
it's so much talent here.
So
and
much.
I think like shows like yours, where you showcase artists
Yeah.
and you're giving them a platform not only to speak and tell their story, but you're also giving them a platform to perform
Yes.
and to actually give their music and their words out for people to see and people to hear. And that alone is dope as fuck. Like that take us back to like back in the days, underground like rap battles, like the thing that Detroit like stopped doing. So your show alone, like you giving that back.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I feel like a lot of platforms that are here in the city aren't doing what I'm doing. So I feel like what I'm doing is a little different, and it's gonna catch more eyes. I feel like
Hell yeah.
once it continues to do what it does, and that's only a matter of time. So
I think it's dope.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It's just I like to see artists come out and enjoy doing what they love to do.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And I would agree.
So, if anybody is looking to get a haircut right now, if they're watching, where can they tap in to schedule an appointment?
Oh, I am booked up. But normally you would go to www.chopgoddess.com, or you would send me a message on IG at chopgoddess_TOY, and you would send me a message. Right now I'm mobile, so I'm doing a lot of house cuts, and once it gets hot outside, I'll be cutting outside a lot. Or if you have like groups set up that want to do cuts, but I will be returning to a shop when I find a shop, and then it'll be a little more easier. But what's taking over my life right now, majority of the time, is media production and movies. But you definitely can get your cuts, your male hair units, and things like that by sending me a private message to find out what my schedule is.
Okay, so y'all just heard it. So if anybody's out there looking to go get cut up, faded up, definitely hit her line. She's knows what she's doing.
If you balding, you can't grow a beard, especially. I got you. I can use a straight razor. I can razor you from the top of your head to your toenails.
Okay. So make sure you guys go definitely tap in with that. And what are your goals for 2021?
All right, so 2021, we already like halfway through. But when I got into even media, the ultimate goal was reality. It was a reality show. I had a meeting with Carlos King from OWN, and he told me I had to start being more into media. And so even though I had videos that were out on YouTube where they considered them like ASMR and relaxing, me massaging beards, he wanted me to show people my personality, really, because I'm a dope ass person if you know me in real life. And so I started doing more media, more things, movies and films and radio. So the goal is skits, funny skits. The goal is barber talk, because if you've never been inside of a barber shop and heard the shit that goes down and the conversations that's in a barber shop, I want to have like barbershop talk where we talking shit and we're doing all that. And then I want somebody hit me up about a reality show. Hit me up. A female barber that's in the male industry doing a reality show about barbering. And then the next thing is I want to teach female barbers. Okay. I want a whole school of female barbers for them to come out and teach them the game and to put them on. That's the ultimate goal, is to put them in the game, and then to expand and grow my beard and my beard product line and my hair care line.
Okay. And what is that line?
My beard line is called Beard is Life.
Okay.
My hair care line is called Curlays with a K, Curlays Care. And so I want to expand and grow. One thing I did test a new product. So I had a burnt mark, and you guys probably can't see. But so I tested my product, and it took the scar away. I have no scar. All I need is some sun, and it'll return the melanin. So things like that, like it heals. It actually works. It actually heals. I actually got real people, real photos before and afters. And so that's what 2021 looks like, is expanding my brand. Chop Goddess all the way. Like I'm coming for everybody's neck. I want all the smoke. Like you want an interview, you want me on your podcast, you want, like, what you want? You need me to help you grow your business? You need me to help you get more followers? I want all the smoke. That's why I came to Detroit. Otherwise, I could have stayed in Huntsville, Alabama.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So she's definitely out here working right now.
I'm working.
Trying to turn Detroit up.
I came back home to put my people on.
She said she came from Alabama to Detroit. So how was the lifestyle out there, like, for the 18 years before you came back?
Very different. And I'll be honest, I mean, we just talking real talk. Like, I wanted to go back. Like, I hated Detroit after the first 6 months. Like, I just felt like the people were rude. I just felt like everything was shut down. So what my ideas were, red carpets and network events and this and this and this, you know, I'm an Eastern Star, I'm gonna be out at all these Mason events and da-da-da. So the city was shut down, and then, like, just the rudeness. So I'm like, I miss Alabama. I miss feeling safe. I didn't feel safe originally, but then I got acquainted. I got to remember the city, because, mind you, I'm from 7 Mile and Conant. And so I'm actually from here, but I was a military brat, and I traveled a lot, and we moved away. So coming back was definitely a reality check, but I think I got it now. I'm in there now. I'm not afraid to go to anybody's hood. I'll pull up on you. East side.
East side. I'm cool with both sides, but, you know,
you cool with both sides. I'm repping East side.
Cool with both sides. That's one thing I never understood, was the East and the West thing.
Yeah, I never got into it. It's just funny to me.
Yeah. It's just funny to me too. But I'm definitely repping the East side for sure. For sure, because that's where I reside at. You feel me? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Nah, we love West Side too.
Yes,
we show y'all love. Look,
yeah.
I go over there all the time on off. I think it's off Warren somewhere, and get some fish and chicken. So I fuck with West Side.
Hell yeah. Fuck with the fish and chicken spots. You feel me? So, what else do you do besides the barber and the podcasting? Is that pretty much it? And,
Heck no. Like, come on. Now,
and the hair products, right?
I might have been gone for 18 years, but I'm still Detroit all the way. Okay. If you know anything about somebody from Detroit, you know we Detroit hustlers. We coined the term hustlers, so we are the original meaning of hustlers. I got several hustles that's going on. Like I said, I have an incorporated nonprofit. I actually put together an event. I didn't realize there were so many kids that lived in motels.
Oh, yeah.
And that lived there for a long time. And so when everything failed for me, like during coronavirus, and I'm like, okay, I can't find a rental. I don't know what else what to do. I had to stay in a motel. And then I saw the kids, and I felt bad for them. And so what I did was I put on an event. I hired a company. Movies on the Go LLC. They came out, they put a big ass blimp up for a movie to play for the kids. It was all the kids in Macomb County. No diss to Wayne County. I was just happened to be in the area. Macomb County is where I wanted to start. I definitely plan on doing something with Wayne County. They brought out cotton candy machines. They brought out snow cones, hot dogs, like chips. We had somebody donate several products for like toothbrushes, toothpaste, free clothes, free shoes. A lot of them didn't even have shoes. I remember my 7-year-old daughter, she took off her shoes when we were getting ready to leave, and she handed them to the girl. I was like, what are you doing? She was like, she doesn't have any shoes on her feet. And she took off her shoes, and she was like, you know, I just got a new pair so she can have these, right? And I was like, that's my baby. Like, yeah, you did that. Yeah. And so we put together different events. So like I said, I'm learning Detroit, so I don't know all the organizations and everything here. But when I was in Huntsville, I definitely offered discounted or free haircuts and services to homeless people or victims of lupus, of victims of domestic violence, of rape, different things like that. And I'm still doing that. So if you know anybody that has any of those issues or those things, you can always hit me up, because I'm all about community and community service. And like I said, the other thing that I do is I act. I'm a ghost writer. So I do a whole lot of writing, and I do acting on Random the series.
Okay, okay. That's what's up. So definitely got a lot of
different avenues.
yes, a lot of different avenues and a lot of different
I'm everywhere.
Yeah, like you're doing a lot right now.
I am doing a lot.
Definitely.
But it's worth it in the end. So like a lot of it is worth it because a lot of people need it, and I didn't realize there was so many people that were in need of certain things, and so it's definitely worth it.
That's what's up. Like it's good to see somebody like that doing all those things.
Yeah.
Like podcast hosting, acting,
Yeah.
having your own brand.
Yeah.
Just that's amazing. That's awesome, actually. So, what is one of the most craziest life experiences that you've ever had? Like, just up until this
Oh,
point?
that's hard. The craziest life experience. It's so many. Like, if I told so many stories, people wouldn't even be sitting here wondering how I'm smiling. They'd be like, what the fuck? Like, how is she smiling right now? You know, because I can't be broken.
Right.
But one that comes to mind was my divorce. When my divorce happened and I didn't know who I married and I didn't know who he was, I lost my house. My children lost all of their items. They lost everything. And so we had to live in hotels for months to a year. And even me coming back to Michigan, me falling out with my mother, who I thought had my back and protected me, and I realized she was a narcissist and she was toxic, and I had to get my kids away. People don't realize, like, I had to stay at hotels. I had to stay at motels. Like, they looking at me like, oh, you're a businesswoman, so you got to have it made. Okay, you know how much money I'm spending, how much money I'm dishing out? When I came to Detroit, I had my kids didn't know family. They didn't know these people. I'm like, I'm going to come here. I got 10,000 cousins here. But when I got here, there was nobody that was there. There was nobody willing to babysit. There was nobody willing to like drive us or show us around. Everybody had their hand out. And so it was a hard lesson to learn. And at first I went through resentment and being angry and being bitter. Like, all these people only want something from me because they see me going viral. And I had to overcome that and realize I don't know these people. I might have known you 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Everybody ain't your friend, and everybody that's family don't mean nothing.
That's a fact.
I get more support and love from strangers on Facebook than I do from family members. And so it was a hard lesson to learn. That was the hardest thing that I had to overcome, was realizing that it's some people you gotta let go, and it's some bridges you gotta let go, and it's okay. It's okay to reserve your peace and to protect yourself by eliminating things that are toxic and people that are toxic.
Yeah, that is true. I definitely just learned that myself.
Right? And it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard because you would never think like certain things would happen to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which makes you realize like that's not you. You're much better than having to deal with that kind of stuff.
Exactly. I had COVID.
The miserability that comes with it.
I had COVID, and all of my children caught COVID. It wasn't not one family member showed up to drop off groceries at our door. We were isolated. Wow. And we were stuck inside of the motel, and we couldn't leave. Not one person, not one. Wow. Nobody was checking in on us. Nobody. You had me by myself with all of these children with COVID, and I have lupus, and nobody. And so, I had to let that anger go, because I'm like, nah, it was meant. It was meant to happen. It was meant for me to see this. It was meant for me to go through hard times, because it built the brick house that I am now. Like, I can't be broken. Like, I'm untouchable. Like, so there's nothing you can do against me. It had to happen so that you can progress to the next level. And that's what I had to learn.
Okay. So that was kind of like a test almost.
It was a test.
Yeah, for sure. Especially for like a life lesson / test.
Heck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can you move past this point?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've definitely had a couple situations like that myself, and let me tell you, I wouldn't wish it on nobody.
Right.
I wouldn't wish it on nobody, because we all go through different things in life.
Right.
And just like you said, those people that are looking at you going viral and things like that, they expect you to live a certain lifestyle.
Yes.
They expect you to have this, have that.
We're
Oh,
human.
she's got it. But do you know how hard we had to work to get to that
Do
point?
you know how hard? Oh,
Yeah.
do you know how many nights of like screaming, crying? You don't know, like being an entrepreneur or even in business for yourself. Do you know how hard? It's not so simple as you going to the courthouse and you paying for a business license, or you. No, do you know how
not
hard
at
this
all.
shit is?
That's hard. That's hard.
We make it look easy because we on TV, but the shit is hard.
Hell yeah, it's hard as hell. Still got a normal life to live day by day.
Right.
Just like you know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
like anybody watching. That's crazy. I mean, I used to be one of them people that would think like that too. Like this person has it all made. He has this. He has that.
Because you start idolizing them.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you start, and it's the same thing with like us. People start idolizing, and that's like one problem I found in like dating. Like that people start idolizing you when they see you online, when they see you, you know, you're on TV, when they start idolizing you, and they have this image of you and who you're supposed to be. They
Yeah.
want you to keep up with that same image.
Exactly.
But no, the reality is we go through shit.
Yeah, people change, you know? All the time, every day. We're human.
We're human.
Yeah, exactly.
People backdoor you, they snake you. That's something that's not talked about. Is when you grow up with somebody, or you're here with somebody, and this is your friend, and you guys are on a level together. Once you take a couple of steps above them, then their true colors show, and the jealousy and the envy come, and they try to come and destroy what you got going on. That happens a lot with artists that I've interviewed, with anybody that has anything going on, like my man right here. Like they come and they will try to destruct and destroy you, but you only leveling up because we use that energy and we harvest that energy to do better. You only helping us.
Yep, exactly. For a much stronger comeback.
Exactly.
Much stronger comeback. For sure. And that's one of the things I had to learn too, getting into this podcast industry, you know, like
Right.
test my waters out, you know?
Yeah.
Let me see what I can handle, what I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, so far it's been more smooth than rocky, but I've had my rocky moments.
It's rocky moments. You just gotta overcome them.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You gotta overcome them. You're gonna have your rocky
Exactly.
moments.
Exactly.
So they're gonna come and they're gonna pass.
Yep. It's all about being human too.
Right.
Yes.
Right. What he just said was a word. It's all about being human. Because a lot of times people in social media think that we aren't human. We're human. We go through shit.
Yes,
we
we
go
do.
through things and we feel things. We are human. And so you gotta be human.
Exactly. I think that's gonna wrap this interview up today, actually. So that was Toy Marie, aka
Chop Goddess.
and I'm your host, DJ Fourtay, with the Hip Hop New Generation podcast. And stay tuned and tap in for more exclusive content soon to come. Peace.